Welcome to the Monday night live stream. We're just going to go straight into here because there you go. Say hello.
Hi.
Say hello.
Hello.
There you go. Ugh. Yeah, see.
What?
Little problem with the lights today, like always, but who cares, right? Today we're talking about fish that, quite frankly, I never would have bought, but then I did, and then I loved them, and same with you. And we're going to give it a couple minutes for people to roll on in. Thanks for waiting. We appreciate it. But we also want to hear from you guys. Like, what's a fish that you all bought or got or won?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of those things maybe were come upon unexpectedly or not by choice. Like you take someone's fish because they can't keep them, or you feel sorry for a fish at a local fish store. I don't know. There's a lot of different reasons why you can acquire these fish, which is fish that you never anticipated on owning. And then you did and went, I'm really glad I actually got these, because I know it's happened for me multiple times.
There's been a few unexpected ones for me. Specifically, well, so there's some fish that I thought that I would never get, and then I got them, and then I would never get them again, even though I enjoyed them. So there's that category too. Like, I can't see myself ever getting back into goldfish, but if you go watch my channel from 8 years ago, I would say I'm never getting goldfish ever. And then I got one, and then I had like 30, and now I'm back to 0. And would I do it again? Probably not, but I still really enjoyed having them, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. Oh, no one can ever hear me, which is so weird because am I turned down? Like,
No.
What is the deal? I'm not like a quiet person, so this is what shocks me, and I'm literally laying on the microphone. I get it so close to my face now on purpose because no one can ever hear me. I don't know what the deal is.
So we had a couple lights burned out, and I've replaced some of these lights that are only like 2 months old. So I got these like soft glow lights that are now, operating at like 1%, these Philips LED bulbs. So
they're terrible.
I think we got these like 2 months ago, and they're already dead.
So they're new.
I've got like aquarium lights set up and all this other stuff. So
I'm basking like a lizard right now.
It's very...
It's extremely
bright and warm, and you can see the creases in the green screen, but y'all are here for fish, not for my complaining.
I don't think it's I know what you're talking about, but I don't think it's terrible. It's helpful that there's plants in the background.
So Paul, welcome back to the Dream Team, and it looks like Corey's back as well, which is interesting. I guess we're friends again.
Wait, was he not? Oh, apparently not.
Got to get a booster inline on the SM7B mic.
What?
About your volume.
Oh.
You do kind of drift back as we go.
Well, I have to move around a lot or I start to hurt, so I'm sorry. I do have to shift, and I guess sometimes that can cause me to be further away. Right now I'm like David Lee Roth, so nobody can say anything. I mean, they can. They just did, but... Oh, Corey's starting it out today. You're going to just set that off like that, buddy? Thank you. That's very nice. That's exciting.
Who got it? Crazy Shots, Mount Anubius, which is a great name.
Wow, that's funny.
Wow. RCT, Rach, and David.
Rach, that's
welcome.
Good. You got that. I guess you can have anything.
And for all the new members, we do go live right after the stream for an hour.
And David. Did you say David?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So much attention I'm paying. Thanks, dude.
So I already said one of mine, goldfish.
Oh.
You're up now.
So I'm trying to choose between a few. But I think...
Oh, that is not good. That these new healthy sodas at Hagen's
he was not gonna
that were 50% off, and now I know why they're 50%
I'm just gonna
off.
Get one. I always think that's not going to go well. Okay, so God, what I had it and then I lost it. There was another one that I wanted
Your
to
red mouth headstander.
Yeah, I know, but I was gonna let you have that one.
No, that's yours.
So I have had very little interest in headstanders ever, specifically because of their size. I mean, most of them are very large and kind of aggressive, and so I've never had a desire for a tank where I had to keep fish that were that large, aggressive, and are schooling fish. However, when we were at the wet spot, well, I think it was one of the first times we were there. Second, third time, maybe, I don't know.
It was one of the first or second.
Yeah, it was pretty early on. And we saw these Redmouth headstanders, and he was like, "We're getting some," and I was like, "Okay." It's not like I was like, "No, we're not." I mean, I didn't. We're gonna put them in the 125 anyways, so I didn't think much of it. I was kind of like, "Oh, I don't know if that was a waste of our, if that was a waste of fish for us this time." And I've never in my life been more satisfied with a purchase I didn't think I'd be satisfied with. I was just looking at them earlier. These guys, so they're the Redmouth headstander. There we go. Yep. Anastomus ternetzi. So they're so gorgeous. Ours are, I think they're pushing full grown. They're probably like 3/4 of the way grown, and they're about 4 inches, and they're really round too. So they're pretty torpedo shaped. They're super peaceful. They're very busy. I will say that they're busy fish. They're moving around. They love to pick off algae and just kind of go through everything, which is
Which was the
appeal.
biggest surprise.
Yeah,
Like they're algae eaters.
They pick algae off stuff all day long, and they stay in their group. It's really nice to watch them school together. They really enjoy each other's company. They look like giant pencil fish to me. I think that's what finally did it when I was looking at them, and I'm like, what do they remind me of? And obviously a pencil fish is nanostomus, and these guys are anastomus. So, it's not like I'm crazy for thinking this. They really do look like a really big version of like a Beckford pencil, and they're such cool fish, and I would really recommend it. If you have I'd say like a 75 and up, and you have some fish in there that don't mind a little zest from other fish, they're a great species to keep.
They also like to turn upside down and graze on driftwood.
They're wild.
Which is very bizarre.
They'll spin around. They'll do it upside down, forward, front, back. They're all over the place. That's headstander. They really do live up to their name there. They're really cool fish. They look even prettier than that when they're adults. I know it's hard to kind of see.
Yeah, this one doesn't really show any of the red mouth.
Is very pronounced. It looks like they're wearing lipstick. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's very red.
Thank you, Lee. I'm sorry I was running my mouth.
Lee, happy Thanksgiving,
sorry.
team. Appreciate the great content.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. I haven't decided what the next content's going to be. It's either going to be bottom dwellers or plecos. Got a Lake Tanganyikan video that we're working on, but that's going to be like an hour long, so that's not going to be out for a while. And we've got some exclusive... You say it.
Membership.
Exclusive.
It's like an exclusive membership. It's from Yes Man. So
content coming out too, so look forward to that.
Oh, Andrew.
Andrew, first time in a while catching the stream
Hey,
live.
buddy.
Congrats on the pregnancy, Steenfott.
Thank you.
It's Steenfottii now. Back to lurking while cooking.
Thank you so much. That's really nice of you.
So mine is another really basic fish. Again, if you go back on my channel, I would say you would hear me say I'm never am I ever keeping betta fish.
Oh, yeah, we've kept a lot now.
And then I got 2 of them. How did I end up with one? Oh no, my first one was a black orchid crown tail.
Those are
something of that. I can't keep up with
the
their
ones
names.
that have really ornate.
And that video is still on my channel. My first betta fish.
I bet it did.
And anyone who's around knows that shortly after I had like 50 bettas. None wild though, no wild bettas, and now wild bettas are the only bettas I like. So I'd probably never own another betta splendens.
I like the samurais. We were at Petco getting crickets today, and I was very taken with a couple of samurais. They're really pretty. Sorry, go ahead. Should say that.
Yeah. So I do love the wilds though. So I will never probably get another betta splendens, but I will always have my eye on wilds. Still waiting for some of y'all. Can't wait for the Tang video.
Happened to other people. Yeah, I bet a lot of people can't.
Running Water says Olipop are pretty good and good for you. Yep, that's one of them.
They're so expensive.
I only get those when they're on like a really good sale though.
And that's me saying that. And I used to drink Perrier like it was going out of style. And these freaking Olipops and all that. They're so expensive.
Yeah, what's the other one I get? Poppy is
Poppy
is affordable, and as long as it has no sugar, that's really all I care about.
Yeah, it has like 4 grams of sugar, which is negligible.
Cheryl says, I got my eye on a pair of Betta Hendra from Moonlight.
Yeah, that's a good one.
People, y'all still sleeping on Moonlight Aquatics. 10% off.
10% off.
Steenfott 10.
I mean, like, just grab some lapis tetra, whatever you get. Just throw some lapis in there at the same time.
Barbara says, I love betta splendens, but they die so easily. I just can't anymore. That's how I feel
Yeah.
about goldfish. Like, one day you have this perfectly healthy goldfish, nothing changes, and the next day it's swimming upside down doing circles, and you're like, what do I do? I just can't do
The one
goldfish anymore.
experience with goldfish I've had recently were my ranchos that I got from Splash in Sacramento, and they have a really good source for high quality fancy goldfish. Like he knows the right people because they do really what mine did really well. Like for a long, I grew them out for a long time, and then I sold them back to the store. Then they looked great, but I agree. Like just your basic goldfish, they just die. They're bred so poorly, most of them, that they just perish. It's really sad.
Kenny says, I would love to get the betta schmargandina.
Smargandina.
Yeah,
They're
those are very cool and actually can be kept communally.
Mhm.
So that's
If you had a big enough tank, you could do a couple males and like 6
Mhm.
females. You know what I mean? It'd be pretty cool. They're very pretty. The colors, they're complementary. The females and the males look so nice together.
Andrew, I read your super chat, but I don't know if I thanked you, so thank you. We appreciate it.
That's very nice.
Robert says, mine would be Frontosa. I have a group of 11 Mbembe, and now I also want a group of Blue Zare.
I know a lot of people, once they've had, say the same thing once they've had Frontosa, they're really into the Frontosa. I believe that.
I can't ever foresee having a large enough tank for Frontosa, but I do love the Trets, which are the mini I call them the mini Frontosa. Some of my favorite Tanganikans are the Trets. Tretrocephalus something or other. I don't know.
Their names, those Africans, the names are crazy. Some of them are so hard to pronounce, even for me. Tretrocephalus.
Neolamprologus tretocephalus.
Tretrocephalus.
Why do they not have a picture of this fish?
Something happens regularly, I feel like.
All right. Yes, the mini Frontosa. Look at these guys. These guys are amazing.
They literally look exactly like a mini Frontosa. That's pretty crazy.
Like, how cool is this? Is a really good picture. I kept these once upon a time, a long time ago. They get like 3 to 4 inches max.
Is that it?
Everything you read online will say they're just the angriest bastards you've ever come across. In my experience, that was not true. But I did have a nice large group of them, and they were in with a ton of other Tanganikans too, and haps actually. So the nice thing about these fish, they are smaller, but they can definitely hold their own against bigger fish too, and they look like mini Frontosa. So you can't go wrong with this fish. Oops. Come on back.
I guess another one of mine would be purple spot gudgeon.
Mm.
God, I saw that it was a little 2-inch nothing at one of my other local fish stores that had been sitting there for a while, and he just stared at me every time I came in, and I was like, oh, whatever, just throw. I was already buying other stuff. I was like, just throw him in. I'll do something with him. And I was obsessed with that fish. Like, it made me, I still talk about him to this day. Whenever I see him, I feel very nostalgic, and I'm very, very, very happy that I took pity on it that one day, but I had no desire. I wasn't even excited to get it. I was like, whatever, like just another fish to take care of. But I felt so bad because it was cool. It was a guy like gudgeons. So yeah, it was definitely a good one for me.
Lucas has picked up a group of 7 Colombian tetras from the LFS. What are your opinions on them? These
really
were one of
pretty.
my first fish I got when I got back into the hobby. So there is a lot of nostalgia for me, but I am a sucker for this body shape, kind of the rounded body shape, and the blue sheen with the red fins. I absolutely love this fish, and that kind of comes to our topic because there's so many fish that I've looked at that are like $1, and I'm like, why would I ever want that fish? It's $1. Like the gold tetras are so beautiful. They're like $2.99. And I'm just like, I have this bad habit of associating cheap fish with, like, there's got to be a reason they're so cheap. They're not that good.
Boring fish.
So another one of mine is like the white cloud minnow. I thought I would never keep a white cloud minnow. Everyone keeps white cloud minnows, but now some of my favorite fish are the gold white clouds that are outside, and I don't know that I would ever not keep them again.
Yes. I had another one that I said earlier and then I forgot. I don't like barbs. Like overall, I'm not a big barb person. I just don't care. Like they're just not worth it to me. I can find other, schooling fish or shoaling fish that are nicer and just less cumbersome, until I came across the African fire barb years ago at another one of my local fish stores. They just had a group of they were small and kind of colorless, but I'd looked up, I wanted more West African schooling fish that weren't just, regular as could be, old whatever tetra, and these guys were there, and I was like, okay. I read that they're more peaceful than most barbs. I took a chance. They were literally like cream colored with some light barring. And then you let some time go by, and they're called fire barbs for a reason. The males turn super rosy red. Females get like a really pretty like salmon red color. And when they're fired up, they're gorgeous. They're super peaceful. They don't pick on anybody. They loosely shoal around. It's really fun to watch them. They get about 2 inches, like maybe even a little over 2 inches. So they're a good size. They can go with a lot of things. They were inexpensive too. I think they were like $7-8 when I got them. And so it wasn't like crazy. And I think most of their expense was because they're wild caught from, an area that's not easy to get to or fro from.
To and fro?
Yes. One of those areas. But I loved them. And to piggyback on that, the gold dwarf barbs or dwarf gold barbs or whatever, I always say that wrong.
Oh, you took mine.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to do that. Now I feel bad. Well, I was going to pat because it's his. He got them. And I was like, who cares about these? But go ahead. I don't talk about them. I love them. They're amazing.
Yeah, so I've never been like a big barb person. I like the smaller barbs, like the dwarf amber barbs, which actually might be a little too small for me. But I still love them. And then the Pethia galeus, which I'll pull it up for y'all because they're absolutely stunning.
Sleeper fish for sure.
It's going to bring up a couple of them. Yeah.
God, they're so good. Look at little sharks. Little baby sharks.
So these guys are amazing. Let me get rid of this so you can see the name.
They are amazing.
Pethia galeus. This is a $5 fish, and I bet it's one of the best looking $5 fish you're ever going to find.
They are, and they just are
They
so
get
nice.
right around
That's a good one.
2 inches.
With the fin, because they do have like a peach, red, orange, whatever on their dorsals. Some of them.
I wonder if that's a male-female thing.
It probably is. We got them when they were young, and they've gotten bigger now, so I noticed that on some of them.
If you see things like this, I don't know what this is, but this is not the fish we have. So
No.
if it doesn't have like the black barring on the body, I don't know if that's something else or...
It's very short in stature, too. It's not elongated like that. Other one has more of an elongated body. They're very, like, compact, I would say. Even though they're not tiny, but they're more compact. Like, that is a really good picture right there.
Barbara, I agree. I guess cherry barbs were pretty much the only barbs that I've ever kept in the past previously.
I had no interest in cherry barbs.
Barbara says, I'm enjoying my cherry barbs. They said they're nippy, but I haven't seen it. I have about 10. Yeah, mine were never nippy either.
I like to hear that about fish that get a bad rap with that kind of stuff.
Cheryl says, I'm not a big barb person either, but I had a group of checkered barbs that I really liked. They get really pretty, and they're like $2.99. Cool. Yep.
Well,
very underrated fish.
Corey said he's going to get gold tetras or looking at gold tetras again for the store. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I haven't seen any gold tetras for a while.
I think they're super
What's the
pretty.
other one? It's like, is it Ricci? There's another tetra that's really cheap that I really like.
I don't know. Those gold tetras look like they are on fire.
I'm pretty sure I made a video about tetras that are like under $5 that are pretty awesome. But I don't know. I don't remember.
Boy, howdy, let me tell you about rosy barbs. Yeah, I bet. I don't know why I've never kept.
Oh, I did keep rosy barbs outside. I did that summer tubbing once. I forgot about that. Those fish look stunning in the sunlight.
Yeah, that's true. That red does look nice outside. Boy, howdy. I haven't used that one in a while.
Man, I'm looking for this other tetra. I'm going to lose my mind. Oh, we could talk about the Distichotis because those are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
When you told me you wanted the Distichotis, I was like,
what? They get huge.
I was like, it's like $40. They get big. It's a silver fish. But boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, that one was they might be my favorite other than the pikes. I don't know. Those guys are amazing. And as they get bigger,
and they're algae eaters also.
Man, they just go ham on the algae. They were clearing off a whole section of the tank the other day. I just stood there and watched. They were going crazy on it. There's the lampi congos eat algae too. They all go over to what like it's crazy. What?
I leave the screen and I find it like the very next fish. These guys right here.
The clavatus. What is it? Hyphesibrycon clavatus.
Yeah, look
Those
at
are really pretty.
the hints of. This is the one that we have. We have one random
Oh.
tetra and a 10-gallon tank
Is it that one that's okay in the
with
middle?
the thread fin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw. Okay, that's what that is. Yeah. All right.
How this is $3, like $3-4. It's
That's
got
a
the
s-
cool red dorsals.
It
It's
looks
got
like a Nicaragua. Like it looks.
Yeah.
It looks like a $40 fish. That's the eyes too are really pretty. Like yeah. Why do people not keep stuff like that? I don't. It's weird. Because nobody knew about the the Ascensiensis. There we go.
Acasiensis.
Maybe it's that. Acasiensis tetra.
The common name is more confusing than the
What is
Latin
it?
name.
Is that the common name?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call that common. That sounds like it's referring to something. I don't know what's
Sounds like
that.
someone's choking on a Sprite or something.
Ascensiensis.
I don't know why
Acasiensis.
Sprite. It's just the first thing that came to mind.
God, people at Sprite are gonna love that.
Sponsored.
Yeah, really. Not now. Thanks. Want that Sprite sponsorship. Snakeskin barbs are really cool looking. I got some for free from a guy I know. They are very cool. There's a lot of barbs I think are cool looking that I just never had interest in keeping because I didn't want to deal with the tudes and I didn't want to deal with the like nippy with each. I just didn't. It wasn't. So I had pencil fish forever. I didn't even have tetras for a long time because I was like, I'm not dealing with it. Just emperors, the nippiest of all tetra.
Oh, Whips World is here now. You missed the giveaways, buddy.
Oh man!
Oh,
Late
you
to
even
the
said it. Who's gonna break the curse and buy me a
You
membership?
Too late, man.
You missed it.
You were too late. But some people say they get it when they're not even here. So
Mhm.
you're really unlucky, Whip. You can't get it when you're here or not here.
Regina says, "I've never had any pencil fish. For shame.
Oh, Regina, how have
For
you not?
shame.
You need to get some immediately. You could do the
But
entry
she says,
level.
she says, I'm thinking I'll love them.
You would love them. I would get Equus because they're my favorite, but they can be a little more sensitive. The Beckfords are a great pencil fish to start with because they're solid as can be. They're everywhere. They're inexpensive and they are very cool. And they're pretty like bold. Like they can stand up to more than most of them. Like the Equus are such pusses, but I just still love them.
Kenny says, oh, did you keep one of someone else's fish too? I believe you got the 12 that were promised to you. The 13th one
yeah.
is just
That was the
this one tetra we have is an innocent bystander. It got netted on accident with another fish.
It was me. I did it, I think.
And what's really sad is that there was like 4 or 5 more of them in this contaminant tank that we could have got had I known I took the one on accident.
Oh. Did he get it?
Oh, here comes Stephen P.
Christopher David, long family shoal, aggressive fish lovers. That's funny. And Moro Matosino. I don't know. Sorry if I said that wrong.
It's all the lurkers.
Man, unlucky Whip. Thank you, Stephen. That's very nice.
Corridor says, I would love a membership, but I only watch the streams, not the videos. Well, we rarely put out members' videos, unfortunately, but we do stream for members all the time.
Yeah.
Well, not all the time, as much as we stream.
All the time. Constantly.
Every week. Oh, there you go. Anyways, what was I going with Candy's comment? There was something else I wanted to say about that too, but I forgot.
About the one fish.
Hello, question for you guys. I just got a zigzag eel from Aquashella. What school old you recommend for them in a 60 breeder? Wait, what? What? Schooling maybe fish?
I would assume so.
What do you recommend for a 60? Wait. With emerald cories.
Yeah, I would guess he means schooling fish.
What schooling fish would you recommend?
Well, you want ones big enough that they're not going to get eaten by a zigzag
Whoa, why is this
eel.
off the screen?
Zigzags get a decent size, but you could honestly do the wad-eye. They're a good option. You could do like
Which is the blueberry tetra.
The blueberry tetra. You could do the watermelon tetra, which is Hemigrammus caeruleus.
No, let's just show him what he should get here.
Oh.
Standard answer.
Oh. Remember, this is a zigzag eel. It's with
Wait, how big do they get? Because these are fairly chunky.
When they get bigger, they are. I wouldn't worry about an adult lapis, but a baby, like when we got them at first, remember how some of them were like teeny tiny? I wouldn't put those in with the zigzag eel. Unless your zigzag eel is small, and then they can grow together.
You want to see a pretty fish? There it
Yeah.
is.
I would get these regardless of anything, just because they're worth it and they're freaking $8. If you're gonna spend $8 on a fish,
Best $8 tetra you're gonna
it's the
find.
fish. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That that is a poor representation of how beautiful they are swimming around. They're rainbows.
I think there's like 8 different species of lapis tetras too,
There's a lot of lapis. Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Oh, a temperate tank set. I know you already said them, but mine are white clouds. Once you get them and you see them constantly sparring, it's great.
Move this over here.
Indeed.
So if a tetra might be too small for that eel, then maybe a smaller rainbow fish
Ooh.
like kamakas.
That would be a good one, yeah.
The kamaka rainbow, beautiful purples and blues. A really cool fish. There's you can do like the Kalitawa, you can do Marise. Let's just see what we can find here.
Those are a good size for something like, and quick, which is good too. Corey's making it rain over here with memberships. Let it rain.
Holy smokes, 5
Thank you,
more, and not whip.
Sorry, everyone else that we now don't acknowledge your membership that you were just gifted, and it's not whip. Emmanuel, Flo, Ocho Cinco, S. Martin, Dank Tanks, Great Lakes Aquatics Escape. Congratulations.
Dank Tanks, dude.
Dank Tanks.
Dank Tanks is an OG, and I was actually just Dank. I was just
Dank.
Dank. I was actually just stalking you on Facebook
Oh.
to make sure you're still alive. I haven't seen Dank Tanks, I swear, in years.
Alive. Right there. Proof.
Boom.
Active.
I hope you're doing well, buddy. It's been too long. But let me show you this rainbow that I was talking about. Obviously, a school of rainbows is probably going to be more expensive than a school of anything else. But, I mean, just how pretty are these guys? And you don't... Here's the fry, obviously.
I was like, those are exciting.
But you're not gonna have to worry about your eel eating these guys. See, Candy says I haven't seen Dank in forever.
Sounds so funny.
So Candy, funny. I was going through my follow list on Instagram, and usually if someone hasn't uploaded in like a couple years, I'll just unfollow them because I'm following for a reason. And I looked at Dank Tanks, and it was like a couple years, and I probably unfollowed, to be honest, but I don't think I did. I was like, oh, it's Dank. I can't unfollow Dank. But poor Whip. Poor Whippy.
Wow, it's rough out there.
And shout out to Aquarium Co-op for 10 total gifted subs.
Thank you very much.
You could also just do these guys that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, you could.
Because these guys are going to
Absolutely do
get
those.
nice and stout, so they're not going to be able to
Stout.
swallow them.
And it depends. Like, if you have a well-fed eel, and obviously none of these zigzags or anything, they're real eels. They're like fake eels. If
What's
you
the other one? The banded fire barb?
Yeah. Yeah. If you keep them well fed, then they're not going to go after stuff. I've had many an eel, and if you feed them and make sure, because they're like the last to get food until they get bigger. They're fine. God, look at that fish.
I will say the nice thing about barbs is they're generally inexpensive
Mm-hmm.
because everyone sleeps on barbs.
Unless they're mascara barbs, then they're not.
Yeah, unless you get them at Petco for $5.
God, those are the filaments, but still.
Yeah,
which are $20
our
a piece.
Petco has filament barbs, like 3-inch filament
Yeah.
barbs for $5,
It's ridiculous.
and that's their regular price. It's not an accident.
Look at how pretty. That's what they look like. The males, at least, they get very, very red, and they have the whiskers. Like, you can see their little whiskers when you get close. It's so cute. They're barbs.
Melon barbs are another good one. I used to have red panda barbs way back in the day. Those were pretty fun. But these guys are stunning. Only the males will get the really bright reds, though.
The females are
Pretty
still
typical.
cool. I mean, they're still pretty, but the males are a sight.
I want to say these run around $8 to $10 ish.
Yeah, that's about right, depending on where they come from. The problem with them is you don't see them very often. They don't last long when they're in. They're not an expensive fish. They're not like a crazy, but they're just not available a lot. I had to wait a long time in between adding to my school because I could only find them very intermittently. So keep an eye out for them. I know they get them at the wet spot every now and then, but I think I've seen them have them twice in the past year, maybe. not a common to see fish, I suppose.
Hold on.
What's up, Ross? All right, Steven watched his black ruby barbs spin in
That's not
circles
accurate.
together for like 2 hours. That's really funny. Barbs are entertaining. I think for me, it was I never wanted to deal with any potential. I don't like getting rid of things. And so if they were like, I think I got like green tiger barbs one time. What an idiot. I knew exactly what was going to happen. And sure enough, within like 3 days, I went back to Splash and I was like, yeah, exactly. And they're like, yeah, exactly. And they were back. Yeah, I'm not sure, Whip, if there's true freshwater eels either, like real eels, other than the freshwater moray, which I still feel like
Jury's still out on that
yeah,
one.
I still am very iffy on that because I've just not heard enough people be successful with it. Like I've it's not that I'm saying no one has, but not enough people have that I believe that it's like really a thing, you know? So yeah, I don't know if there are.
Yeah, I'm just messing with stuff when I shouldn't be. Don't mind me.
It's fine. We're just moving around the screen, floating back and forth.
It's really bothering me. So, but
I know.
I just gotta not look at it, and then it won't bother me.
Well, it's easier said than done. Musical screens, yeah. Don't have a seizure, anyone. Between this stream and the ACO guy, I am getting very close to trying barbs. You know, there are good barbs to be had, like we've said. The fire barbs. I think the gold barbs would be a solid first barb for anybody. They're very fun. Really nice, too.
The ACO guy.
Ouch.
If you was to choose one plant that does all wait, what?
Choose one plant. All one. I don't know what that
If I can just choose one, if you're bleh, if you're asking, now I'm stuttering like your sentence. If you're asking what's one plant, if I can only keep one plant, what would it be? It'd be a Nubius.
Yeah.
I don't even care which one. Probably Nana.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
It would be Nana or Cophifolia.
ACO, you've just been reduced to that, ACO guy. That's what I'm calling you. That's it now.
That's it.
That's the name. I mean, here it is on this day. ACO guy. It gets funnier every time someone says it. It's going to stick.
Zen says, that's what I like about Pseudomagale gertrude. The male spar all dang day, and they're just so pretty. I agree.
They do all day. That is probably an accurate statement. They seem to really like to show those fins off. That's a loud sleeping.
It's a loud snore.
Sometimes he's really loud. Yeah, Anubius is... It seems like a cop-out answer, but I would 100% agree. Anubius.
Oh, there's Anubius right behind us.
Yeah, Anubius everywhere.
There is
what
no
I say.
Anubius, only Boost.
Oh, well.
I like plants that actually live.
Too rich for my blood, Steven. And that's me. Like, I can't... Yeah, for Boost just to die or never grow, I can't do it.
Fishberg says, Corey's got me into the hobby, but I have a yo-yo loach that makes me laugh. Loaches have some of the
Clowns.
funnest personalities.
Absolute clowns. When they burrow, like when they get all like startled and they go burrow really quickly, and they just do such a terrible job at it, I feel, because I'm like, I still see you, but it's so funny. They're very enjoyable to watch. The American eel is freshwater and needs the ocean to breed. See, I don't consider that fresh. In my personal opinion, if it has to have some type of saltwater situation in order to create more, I'm like, I don't know. Because at one point then it is in that water, you know?
Whip says, I'd pick one that didn't die. Is there a plant that will grow in battery acid? Probably dwarf sage. I swear that stuff's pretty unkillable.
Yeah.
Or just sage in general.
It does live.
Who's Shirley? And don't call me Shirley.
Fishcapades, best of luck. Oh.
It's confusing because I get my username confused with his name. Well, now it's the ACO guy, so.
Yeah. Just change your name now. Boost does so great for me in my water. I have so many different Boost flowering. That's great. That's amazing. Congratulations. I mean that. Like, I wish. I've so many times I've tried it And I was so mad every time. Like, no, why did I do this again? Why?
That's interesting.
Not that I wouldn't consider them freshwater. Maybe that was the wrong way to say it. I don't consider that. Like, I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to put it into words. But, like, to me, if I'm dealing with a fish, I feel it's just easier to have a fish that is, like, always in fresh water, no matter what. Especially if I want to spawn it. Like, and most things, even though I didn't start out that way, you know, it is nice to go that way.
Hey, Danikin Aquatics, another person I was thinking about
yeah.
earlier that
It's
I
been
haven't
a
seen in
minute.
a while.
What up, dog?
What's up, buddy? I hope you're doing well. I just crashed, so I hope we're still alive. Not enough memory. All my programs just closed.
Uh-oh. Weird.
104 watching and 34 likes. Oh, chat's back, so that's good. Yeah, hit the like button, folks. It's free. It's the only thing we ask for around here are likes, and likes.
Please.
Although I don't do a very good job asking for them, so thanks to everyone else for the reminder.
It's fine.
You have duckweed. I diagnose. Yeah, duckweed will grow in battery acid. I feel like
It'll survive the
that stuff
apocalypse.
will grow without water.
Yeah, or it like comes back to life. It's creepy.
A mono shrimp need salted water to grow.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
I've
There's a
never
lot
had
of
luck with
gobies that do that.
Tons of them.
For me, if a fish will live and thrive in fresh water, whether it needs brackish or salt to breed,
That's a good way to put it.
I still consider it.
Thrive. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it will thrive, yes.
But
then
there's a
fine.
lot of so-called freshwater fish that are brackish that will live like 8 months in fresh water and then die. When
Yeah.
that's kind of sad.
I hate that.
Danikin, member for 54 friggin' months, says jobs keep me busy, so I'm working when you're on,
Oh,
but got done early.
nice.
Nice.
Thanks for showing up.
We appreciate you.
Would having cory cats on aqua soil substrate be a good idea, or if the aqua soil gets disturbed, would a bacterial infection affect them? I mean,
Let me read that.
yeah.
Would having cory cats and aqua soil be a good idea? Sure. So it gets deserved bacteria. I mean, that's a chance with sand. You have that chance with gravel. Like it's just, it's probably the last thing I'd be worried about. Their barbels are not going to get cut on aqua soil,
No.
and they're not going to get a bacterial infection unless their barbels get cut. So. The ACO guy says,
Thank
I'm
God.
convinced I need salt water to grow. Every time I swim in the ocean, I swear my skin, hair, etc. all does better. So
That's true.
there's something to that. Like ancient shamans would take people out into the ocean and have them just stand in the ocean to heal them.
Well, you think about how much it helps some fish when they're sick. It's salt. The salt's helping. It's doing them a favor.
Cora
It's doing us a
Works,
favor.
member for 2 months, says, what fish would you order from a lab supply? Danios, sheephead minnows? Probably minnows, because it's hard to get minnows, I feel like, at least for me.
We had a lot of minnows.
I wouldn't get something that I could get from a store like Danios.
I mean, on what type?
Most of them are like $1 anyways, so.
Mummy chog. I'd get the mummy chog.
Yeah, I bet you would.
That'd be what I get.
What did my dad get from a lab supply store? He got a cichlid of all things.
Bluegill?
Was it bluegill?
I think he got bluegill. He had them when I was up here. He had those baby bluegill. I don't know if that's what you're talking about though.
The ACO guy says, Corridora, you've started something awesome, possibly.
Yeah, really. It's a whole thing now. It's really gonna be. I feel like it's gonna stick. Like this one's staying. Not going anywhere.
Whip says, Corridor, only in my guppy tote and 35 cube, neither of which have any surface movement. It dies in my other tanks nearly as fast. Oh, it dies in all my other tanks.
If there's a lot of flow,
I just hate duckweed so much.
it's the worst. The worst.
You'd get non-copyright glowfish. We should all just start spawning glowfish out of spite. They can't get us all. They can't arrest us all.
Blackworms are handy from lab supply. Good clean starter culture. Yeah, feeders.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
comment there. Thanks, Mountaintop.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to find clean feeders like that. So, yeah, that's a good point. Thanks, Curtis.
Thanks, Curtis. Right on cue. The $1 super chat. Thank you, buddy.
Oh, it's Arlo. It's like, wait, what's his thing?
Hmm?
His, what's it called? Arlo.
Yep.
He loves that bone, man. Yeah, the ACO guy is going to spread like duckweed. It sure is. It's already on it's like hotcakes. It's going quick. That's really funny. I love it.
Is mass spawning of glowfish considered civil disobedience?
It might be.
We could make it.
Start a riot. You can build the same kind of duckweed barriers in high flow tanks, but grow inside the barriers instead of outside. Who wants to grow it?
Apparently, ant cave. I want duckweed so bad.
Oh,
That's what someone says
jeez.
who's never gotten it before.
You must have never encountered duckweed, my friend. I think they're being facetious. I think you have to be. There's no way.
There is a Kalitawa I was talking about earlier. Very pretty fish.
I don't believe you.
No, it's pretty.
Howdy, garage gills. Oh, it is pretty. No, I was talking about.
Oh.
It was an Anchorman reference. I don't believe you.
You first. No, I'm not starting the glowfish train. Someone else can start it.
Y'all are going first. Take the fall first.
Ross says, I just got rid of the fish house. Oh, I just rid the fish house of every piece of duckweed.
I hope you did, Ross.
That's
I
what you
really
think.
I hope you did. I mean that wholeheartedly, but I just can't believe that if there was any in there.
It's coming back, I'm telling you.
It always freaking comes back. It's crazy. It's like Michael Myers.
Davo, I don't know what this is in response to, but says maybe try Pogostemum, Stellatus octopus, and a Cryptocorn spiralis. Both have gone crazy for me. I concur. I can recommend those plants to anyone. I love crypt. Crypt spiralis is not like other crypts because it does grow really fast.
True. And I like it a lot.
It's a very cool plant.
It's really nice. If we meet in person and shake hands, congrats, you have duckweed. Yeah, the only thing you're getting from me is the duckweed. That's what you're getting. Watch out. It's pretty scary.
I don't know if it's just for others. Chelsea seems quieter. Yeah, well, I don't know.
What the heck, man?
Okay, you might have been turned down a little.
Okay. Now I'm now I'm going to speak in a normal tone of
now
voice.
you're louder than me, though.
Yeah, that's...
Who turned these down? Someone was messing with my knobs.
Okay. I doubt that.
Someone was. Look how low they were both turned down.
Yes, I'm sure it was you. God.
It might have been when I was raging over the lights. I might have bumped into it.
Perhaps. Perhaps it was then.
There might have been some rage.
Someone should make an apocalypse move where the apocalypse is caused by duckweed. No, because it would. It would work. We don't need that evil in our lives.
Someone told me not to rage anymore, but it's therapeutic. Of course, there is a UPC in pieces outside the front door because it's about a week old and I already quit working and I got mad and just chucked it out the front door.
I've tried to explain that that might not be the best course of action for everything, but who am I to say, you know? Who am I to say? Don't drive with me ever, because then I can't say anything.
I haven't touched this Focusrite thing in months. I don't know how they got turned down.
You can hear me now, Candy? Yeah. I was being stifled. See that? Do you see that?
Hey, Jody.
Rude.
Good to see you, Jody.
How shocked.
Someone
are you
even
that Bob
commented on
messed
the
up
last
settings?
stream how you were quiet. And I'm like, well, everyone says she's quiet, so I didn't even check the settings.
He just assumed it was my fault, of course. Seems typical.
Well, you do kind of trail off.
Yes, I do. I'm sorry. I move around because I've got a bum hip. So I love saying that so much. But I do. So
Pretty sure duckweed is airborne.
I believe that. It is we're finding out more and more. We have now found out that duckweed is in fact airborne. Yeah.
To be fair, the problem has been around for months. Well, someone's got to say something. Okay, I'm not going to watch my own streams to find out. And the problem is like
I can't.
I'll be honest. Sometimes I do watch them if more than like one person comments on it, but
Oh,
just
about
like,
something. Yeah.
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 But otherwise, like if it's just one person, then I'm like, turn your volume up, old man. But
Well, he's right. I know I do. I usually sit way further away, but I know that for the past like 2 or 3 streams, I have pulled this thing so close to my face on purpose. So if I knew it wasn't me at this point, I'm not quiet. Like I'm not a demure and quiet lady. Like I'm not whispering. So
hey, look at my vocabulary.
okay. All right. Yeah. You can everyone can hear me now. Look at this. I've been kept away from the public for so long. Watch out. Got a lot to say. I love duckweed because it's the only thing that actually propagates in my water. I have 1 sword and a couple pieces of Anubias from the co-op that haven't died, but they haven't grown in an 1/8 an inch. If your water is, what is it? What is your pH? I'm curious. Is it like 4? What's going on? Hi. You sound like a monster when you do that.
Everyone should listen to their own content in a car via Bluetooth.
Oh, yeah.
You think my 19-2 F-150 has Bluetooth?
Let's calm down. We have another car that has plenty of Bluetooth.
Yeah,
so
but it's
calm
connected
down.
to your phone, not mine.
This is true. But I am able to use YouTube on my phone amazingly. Well, barely. My phone doesn't work at all. I have never had an iPhone malfunction or be a bigger POS than the one I have now. I'm so angry with it.
Go
I
down.
can't even tell you. I can't get it. Doesn't work. It's like, why even have it? That's the way to go.
Braxton.
Braxton is. Yeah, I'm not a low talker. I'm not one of those. Like, I'm definitely a assertive speaker. So, ACO guy. Regina still likes it. Jody, here goes Jody now. We have
What happened?
Corey's going crazy. Jody's going crazy. Everybody's going crazy.
Oh, thank you.
Daniel, Justin, don't hassle the Hoff. That's great. Beach Hill Aquatics and Brian D. Wait, there's more, huh? Did I miss? Yeah.
Oh,
And
man.
Muse in the craft room. Scott W.
Look what happens when we
Smith.
turn up your volume. We get more members.
Laughing eyes. I'm told now you're all graced with my voice again. Watch out. Now you? God.
The Bob Tech curse has spread to Chelsea. See, it's not just me. Like it's
Let me
well, first of all, it is just me.
No, Corey, because the thing is that I go on these tangents all the time. I'm like, I have had every single iPhone for 15 years. I have every iPhone, and they have never been anything but good for me until this iPhone I got here. And this one is a complete dud, and it hates me. It hates me. I don't know. I don't get it. I've been a loyal Apple follower for so many years, and I'm getting shat on. Good Lord. Here we go. Thank you, Corey.
Philip Morris, Nico, SPNK.
Nico.
All I see is no Whips World. He says, Whips World, eventually the algorithm will run out of names.
I don't know, Web. I
Okay.
think it's just going to go right over you. Like, I don't know.
I'm doing my one
Thank you, sir. Life is good.
obligatory
Yep. Yep.
Whips membership right here. It's coming, Whip. I got it. I got you, buddy. There's no one left. There's no one possibly left.
Here we go. I love it.
On the good news, trying to get Whip a membership, we're actually close to 300.
Oh, boy.
About to pass another milestone.
Bob is a tech curse epicenter. If he hangs out near me for too long, my stuff starts breaking. He's like a walking EMP.
I've been telling people
Maybe that's what it is, because ever since
I just give off this electric aura.
Ever since
I'm electrified.
Ever since I've come here, my Apple products are not. Even when I'm trying to use the laptop, I'm going, why is this not doing what every MacBook I've ever used
I always
does?
tell me when the ACO guy comes out with new product, he always gives them to me
to see how
test.
it can be broken, how quickly.
How, in what weird, obscure way can I break it this time?
Yeah, I don't have that problem normally, like, especially with Apple. Like I said, I have been writing for Apple for so many years. Everything was Apple in my life, and now the one time, well, it's all explained now,
Just
isn't
can't
it?
wait to go back to Samsung next year.
Oh my God, I told you, if your text shows up green one day, we're gonna have issues.
Yeah, you said you wouldn't text me anymore, which just sounds like a
Oh, I let him sit here and act like he doesn't want
sounds
me
like a
to
benefit.
text him. Every...
Sounds like a benefit.
That's all right. We'll play that game. Sure thing. That's fine, boss. All right,
Look
you
at
got it.
Corey's comment.
What? Where is it? Why am I not seeing it?
It's Corey McElroy.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
He's logged over to try to.
I was that close, and then I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to do that to myself. I don't want to put myself through more. Jesus
I am
Christ.
Tachyon.
Oh my God.
Right here.
I can't breathe. I can't even go down that rabbit hole right now. I don't even have the time.
Okay, look.
Jesus.
I don't know if it'll show.
I hope my dad's watching this. I really do.
But it's not gonna focus.
I hope Jerry Carney Contractor is seeing this right now.
There you go.
Shh.
Tachyon Technologies. Y'all don't
You
even
Google
know.
it. I'm not. Please don't do this to me. I
Get on
lived.
it right now.
I lived this way for too long. I can't even handle it.
I feel a.
I'm a.
I feel like Superman
Try and
now.
pull your hands apart.
You can. I'm Tachyonized.
I'm gonna pee myself. I can't do this again. Who got it? Who got? Oh Jesus!
He's trying to gift his alt-account membership.
I can't. I gotta compose myself. I can't. I was this close to dropping Tachyon, and then I'm like, nope. I'm not even gonna do it.
But to be fair,
Oh no.
my phone still works,
Okay. My dad has been trying to Tachyonize.
and yours does not, right? Look at my phone.
Not according to you. Jesus H Christ.
See?
Oh my God.
And who has the working phone
think
here?
that's
I
the
do.
funniest
You
thing
don't.
I've heard all week. I was like, what? Who said what? Whew. All right. Bring it back down. Bring it back down. I gotta get the Tachyon off me real quick. I'm sorry. Okay, moving on. Just get off me. I don't
Where's
need
your
any.
phone? I'll fix it.
I don't need any.
I want to fix this phone right now.
I'm
Gotta
sure.
rub it on there.
I'm sure. That's what it is. That's what my dad would do if he was here right now. My dad has been trying, poor guy, for so long to get me on the Tachyon train.
Look how big my muscles are since putting this on. See? Look how much that
It's like
stands
Popeye
out.
and his can of spinach. It just magically changes everything. Watch out.
I'm telling you, this stuff is legit.
Oh, God. If anybody chooses to go down a rabbit hole, I'm sorry.
The correlation is clear.
Yeah.
The verdict is in.
I can't with this whole thing. What the heck is Tachyonizer?
You got to Google it.
It's just Tachyon, but you'll see.
Paul gifted 1 membership.
Oh.
Sith Lord,
Uh-oh.
#1 Star Wars fan. Welcome.
Uh-huh.
I got to remind all the new members, we're still going another hour after this. But we still got a ways to go here. And we are here. We are a fish channel, believe it or not. So if you have questions,
Tachyon.
let us know.
Can't. Now it's. Oh, the seal's been broken. Corey
Haven't
again.
seen Sith Lord in a while either. Yeah, a lot of old school people are showing up today.
We got another Brian. Brian #2. Gifted a membership by Aquarium Co-op. Thank you very much, sir, and welcome.
Arlo.
Yeah,
That's gross.
That's a horrible sound. That's awful. It's going to start giving memberships to Instagram accounts before it gets to it. Totally. It's going to reach out to other platforms and start giving them memberships. Absolutely. Thank you to the ACO guy. That needs to be on a vehicle somewhere. I don't know. That's really good. It's too good. I tell you, it's gonna stick.
I got to do something real quick. You take over.
Oh God, Jody. Oh my God, 10 more from Jody. 10 more from Jody. Who is it now? Martin. Gem Aquatics. I can't read, so just get Ladette Smith, Cameron Mosh, and Woof Meowak Woof. Okay, all right, that's fine. And Rob G. Welcome, people. Welcome. Michael. Who did Michael? Michael. Oh my God, I can't even keep up. I can't. You're gonna have to come back. I don't know what you're doing, but I can't read all these things. My
Michael
brain.
Lawson gifted 1.
And then Corey gifted 10 more. So Aquarium Co-op has got 10 more, which, my God, people, if Whip does not get anything, I swear to God, I don't see Whip's name. I'm sorry, everybody. It's moving too quick. I can't even read that well from over here because...
Okay, hold on.
Uh-oh, I'm holding.
We got our Chat GPT moment of the week.
Jesus.
ACO. What does ACO mean? Aquarium Cleaning Obsession.
Is that what it says?
Yep. Always collecting oddballs. Aquatic Chaos Organizer.
Oh. Yeah? Okay.
Absolutely clowning on. A playful jab at clown loaches.
Okay.
Algae. This is a good one. Algae Cultivation Officer.
Okay. I'm good at that. Yeah.
Aquarium Catfish Overlord.
That's Cameron.
All cool organisms.
Oh, I like that.
Always counting autos.
Oh, that's precious.
As they disappear.
All right, you crazy people. Thank you, Jody and Corey.
So
and
what happened?
Michael. Corey gifted like 11 more. Jody gifted 10. Michael gifted 1.
We've gotten more gifted subs than people that are in the stream.
I don't even know what. Yeah. It's going to start. Now it's going to give it to other people outside of the stream again before Whip gets it. Whip is the only one. Corey, Dora, and Whip.
Yeah, why did the Corey Dora one?
Because I don't think it matters anymore how much you. It seems like they've completely changed their criteria there. Shocking, I'm sure. ChatGPT thinks it's so funny. It sure does. It thinks far too much, and that's what's going to be the downfall of all of us. So mark my words there. I don't go down the Tachyon road too much, but I do have my thoughts on AI, and they're
even
not good
Nisi
ones.
got one. What?
What? Where did I miss? I
see
missed
it.
a bunch of people because it was going too quick, and so I didn't see.
I don't know if that's real or if I feel like that's just a joke.
Is Candy clowning on things? Oh yeah, because she hasn't been here in forever, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I get it. How funny would it be if Whip's World wasn't opted in?
I've thought you didn't have to opt in anymore. I thought they got rid of that.
That would be funny.
That's what I was told.
I don't think that's even a thing anymore.
If
but
I could
yeah.
manually do it, Fishberg, I would.
Yeah, you can't. Which is weird, I feel.
Oh, she did actually get one?
Really?
Is Nisi here lurking? Like, is this 7 years ago?
I don't think so, because I would have I got everybody up there. I think. But then it was just started going. Everything was happening so fast. I just couldn't.
Oh, yeah, there's Nisi right there.
Holy hell. What?
Taking a break from the bird channels
Oh my
and
God, that's
spending
me.
some time with us aquatic
What?
idiots.
What? I love that. You still
You just
have to opt in.
I tested on.
Oh.
Well, there you go, Whip. You have to opt in.
I was actually going to say, I feel like Corey would know this for some reason. Just for some
But
reason.
Whip's won him here before. That's the thing.
I know. I remember like 3 times or something like that. Like a lot, more than once. But I don't know.
Say her name 3 times and she appears. Was it like Bloody Mary?
Candyman.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
I'm your little Candyman. I
You
received
want some candy?
There's so many creepy voices to say that in. I haven't received a free membership in about 2 months. Something changed. Yeah.
You have to opt in, but I don't know if it's per channel. Oh, okay.
Interesting. Donating memberships is kind of amazing at hunting out lurkers. It literally is lurker hunting.
That's
amazing.
what I love about it, for
Yeah.
sure.
It's great. I see you. Think I don't see you. I'm chasing fires trying to get stuff from my stores for the holiday. Good luck to you with that. It is a rough world
I'll
out
be back
there.
working and lurking.
It's really gnarly.
Nisi, it is so good to see you. I hope you're doing amazing. Nisi, it's so good to see you. Yep. Opting in is per channel, by the way.
Oh.
That's weird. How's he? Well, he's won it before, so he's clearly opted in.
It's weird.
Did Ben's name get even longer this week? Anyways,
Ben,
I'll be
you
right
should
back.
just mess with everybody and keep adding one random letter in somewhere so it's going to be off the screen, though. I don't even know how it handles that. How do I opt in? I don't see a button on my stream. That's a good question. Because I have no idea. So I couldn't tell you. I'm no help there. Basically, you can opt in for the kids' content, but doesn't auto-opt you in for, say, other channels that might not be kid-friendly. Oh, I get it now. Yeah, I know what it is. At first, I was like, wait, where do you do this? But now I think I know. Because I know the kids thing. You have to. Interesting.
Braxton literally took my spot.
He would too. That's
See him on the screen?
no. Oh, you can, Braxton. There's your head. This is my new co-host. This is my consigliere, Michelle.
Michelle. Get out of here, you bonehead.
He likes to be exactly where he knows he's not supposed to be, and I love it. It's the best. Oh, good, Corey. I was like, I have no idea how to help here, so someone's gonna have to chime in. Thanks, Corey, because I am no help in those instances. It's so hard to get a decent fill rate. One of my vendors is 50%. I need 3 more of me to think. I've been in that position before.
Rocky and Miles is here too.
I haven't seen them for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Hello.
Go down.
What are you doing? What are you guys doing?
Oh, they're all
all
amped
up and
now.
doing things. Yeah, what happened? Ooh, I'm getting... Ow.
Are you still going to set up the 2 300-gallon acrylic? I forgot the actual size. They've been set up. They're out. Oh.
The acrylics.
Okay, not the tubs. So I have the 1 300-gallon acrylic that I actually got from the ACO guy like 6 years ago or something, that's been in storage ever since. Probably not till after we move at this point. It doesn't make sense to set it up now.
It'll be really fun to get a new fish room and set that thing up, though, because it's...
If I remember right, it's 7 feet wide, 40 inches tall, and 30 inches front to back. Something
really,
weird like that.
It's a really cool size, though.
And it's like at least an inch thick acrylic.
Yeah,
it is very heavy.
Super gnarly. It's not like the acrylic you're thinking. It's like gnarly thick.
Yeah, my 240-gallon acrylic had like half-inch acrylic.
Yeah, which is still plenty, but this is like, this is nothing's happening to this. Love it.
Missed you guys. Miss you too.
Miss you. Is there something weird with my YouTube? There's always something weird with YouTube. Let's be real. Candy and everyone's giving instructions. It's so nice.
I think technically it's like 280 gallons or 320, but it's not 300.
It's not a normal size.
I just call it 300 because it's easy. Christopher, good night to you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Good night, buddy.
Whew.
The 300 is literally bulletproof.
300-gallon crib.
Yeah, really. Really.
Was opted in, opted out, and again in case it makes a difference. I see nothing either, corridor. I had to assume the powers that be had removed. That's an option. I wish I could help. I've never been able to opt in because I don't qualify.
He is excluded from membership.
Asking for a friend how to gift members on iOS. You have to open Safari, go to youtube.com, log in.
Uninstall your YouTube app so it doesn't redirect you to the app, because it will. That's what mine always does.
What was that? I was trying to subscribe to something the other day, and I'm like, why is this so much? I'm like, oh, because I'm on Apple, so I just went to... Well, I use DuckDuckGo. I don't use Safari.
Yeah, that burned my hide a little bit when I found out that
like,
I was
why is everything on Apple got to be more
paying
expensive?
$5 more a month for YouTube, and I had to change that. That pissed me off a lot. It's because Apple and YouTube and Google hate each other, so that's what they do.
Go to Bob's channel, click join. On the join page, click the 3 dots and click slide accept gifts. Oh, there's a little slider to accept gifts.
Oh, I see. Worst part of acrylic is buffing scratches. Best part is the ability to buff. Yeah, I can't buff glass, can you? You're screwed. Well,
That's one of the reasons I never set this up, because it was sitting outside and there's sap on it, and there's still sap on it. So I am gonna have to sand and buff, but I also got a really good deal on it. So, have I been able to breed the Corridors araguensis yet? Nope. But to be fair, I've just been leaving them alone. I haven't tried to trigger them. I haven't really done. The only ones I purposely trigger now are the black schultzi, because they sell for $30 and they lay about 200 eggs a day.
Oh boy, did I get some eggs today? Let me tell you.
Yep.
I found quite a few.
I'm telling you, I can trigger them whenever I want.
They go nuts.
They're bonkers.
They go nuts. Like, it's absolutely crazy. And then you go in, there's hundreds and hundreds of eggs everywhere. I scraped quite a bit today.
So yeah, we've got eggs, we got fry growing out, we got fry growing out in the tank.
That we can't even account for. Like, they're in there somewhere.
Mine only says renew membership at $4.99.
That's interesting. Does that mean you're already opted in?
Great Lakes Aquatic Escape. I like that one.
I know.
Someone was nice enough to bless me with a membership. Thank you to the kind person who did. Hello from Duluth. I almost thought that said Dutch. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not right.
Yeah, it was either Corey, Jody, Michael. I'm trying to think who else. Steven. One of those people.
I gave one.
Not him, because it was not that they didn't win. I know that wasn't the one.
Try rubbing alcohol or goof off. Oh, I've never tried. I didn't think of Goo Gone or whatever that stuff is.
Yeah, because rubbing alcohol with acrylic, you can burn acrylic really easily with stuff with like solvents. So maybe the Goo Gone or the Goo Off or whatever the hell it's called now.
Can I get a free month membership even if I already pay? I wish that was a thing.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they made a change to where you can only win once. Yeah, that wouldn't be shocking, huh?
So,
would not be surprising.
apparently, where it says renew membership, there should be 3 dots somewhere to click on.
Like settings.
And click on that. On that page, you have to click on the 3 dots in the upper right corner. There you go. I think that's pretty stupid anyways. Like, who doesn't want free stuff? Just let them win stuff. You shouldn't have to opt into winning something.
It's just they want to track everything for whatever
Maybe
reason.
they're trying to protect lurkers.
Yeah, maybe. Weird though. I lost a lot of eggs to fungus, but rainbow shiners started hatching today. Nice. You can. I'm sure you know this, but you can always do the methylene blue thing for eggs if you have like Icax or something. It can help with fungus. In a pinch. When I got a membership to another channel, YouTube said it was non-recurring. Oh.
Well, we got to be pretty close to 300 at this point. I'm going to check.
There are no dots. There are no dots. What do I do?
Stop dots.
There are no dots.
More dots, more dots, more dots. Stop dots. If anyone gets that, I love you. What was I looking at? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we're not even close. We're still like
the
20 away.
opt-in exists for kids. Imagine you join the wrong gaming streamer, got a membership, and the membership isn't, NSFW content. Yeah, that'd be awkward.
Opt-in exists for kids. Imagine they're running the wrong membership and the membership. Well, there shouldn't be kids watching NSFW content.
Oh, my friend's kids are hot for YouTube, man. All of them. And my friend has had battles with her daughter. Like, no, get off of YouTube.
My daughter's not even getting online until she's like of age, 18.
I wasn't allowed to use the internet till I was 18 years old.
Holy smokes, it's Daryl Deemer. I swear, this is like
Everyone's
2017 all over again.
Gang's all
Daryl.
here.
Daryl, I think, is our 3rd longest member on the channel.
Daryl.
Thank you so much. Joseph Stanley, welcome back.
Joseph. Yeah, there's a lot of peeps here. Oh, look whose fish it is.
It's Daryl Deemer. Used to call him Daryl Dimer.
Did ya?
Until I met him and he said it's Deemer.
He said, excuse me, idiot, you're pronouncing my name wrong. Thank you. Stuffing, but call it dressing. It doesn't go in the bird in my house. Ooh, because that can cause salmonella issues from what I understand.
And stuffing is gross.
I hate stuffing so much. It's mushy. How do people eat mushy bread? Why? It's horrible. It's almost as bad as people eating mushy cereal. Almost. And again, Corey. Corey got Rachel this time. Rachel, there you go. No whip. No whip. Whipless.
Over under that Bob's daughter gets online 5th grade or before.
I don't know. The thing is that like I've watched all my friends do it and I know why they do it. I'm not even knocking it, but handing your phone to your kid just to appease the like inevitable tantrum, it happens a little too much. And I feel like then they become so. I had one of my friend's kids would scream and cry when she was on her phone because he couldn't use it. So.
Our friend from Brazil is back. Good evening.
Brazil.
Of Brazil, when thinking of river fish for tank, Amazon's fish are my favorite for all the world, but the most beautiful fish are Atlantica florist.
The oldest? I don't know if I'm familiar.
I am not familiar with that
I feel
one.
like once I see it, I'll be like, oh, but then I don't, I'm curious now.
Oh, it's because I'm on top chat like an idiot.
I would probably buy memberships to channels if it could turn my screen off and listen. We need Corey to fight for us YouTube premium benefits.
How is that not a thing?
It pisses me off more than anything, probably.
They're competitors. You can lock the screen on competitors.
Yeah.
But not here.
It's so stupid.
I swear, all these little companies that are slowly gaining market share, and YouTube is going backwards.
It's not a good way to go. What are you feeding the schultzi cories to keep them in breeding condition? Extreme
crumble. Very important.
I threw a bunch of it in the other day, which is probably why there was hundreds of eggs. Yesterday I gave them crumble.
I don't know what it is about that food and the black schultzi, but if I dump a bunch in, I'm guaranteed to have eggs the next day.
It's so funny because I was so shocked by the amount of eggs, and then right now, I remember dumping crumble in there yesterday. So there we go. It's really true. It really
South
happens.
American Biotope Aquariums.
Fish Tank Barn gifted 1 membership. South American Biotope Aquariums. Boom. Oh my god. Michelle. Yes. Michelle from Aquarium Co-op gifted 1. Michelle got it. No whip. No whip. Still. Hey.
Somebody just joined.
Did you just buy
on
your
their
own membership? Oh my! It doesn't even happen anymore.
That's a
really,
first.
That's really nice of you. Sound Pitch Black. Thank you. And I like that name.
It's not a coincidence that the tech giants will not let their young kids online. They probably know something.
Yeah. No, I don't. See, the thing is that I'm worried about is like everything. Like everything.
Especially the weirdos.
Like I know what I used to, stupid stuff my friends and I would used to do like on the internet thinking it was so funny, and in reality looking back I'm horrified. Going, oh my god. Ugh.
Now I'm
What?
sad.
What?
Whip says, I found the dots on my laptop. Disallowed memberships, reallowed memberships.
Jeez.
Oh my.
You've been your own worst enemy, Whip.
Well, no, he turned it off and back on. Have we tried turning it off and on again?
Toggle. Retoggle. I found the dots on my laptop. Sounds so funny.
A few more memberships and you'll be able to buy that house in Sacramento proper. So I wonder if the dots aren't there on iPhone. That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
On Apple crap.
Man, just get drugged through it. Although, if this phone wasn't such a POS, man, I tell you what.
Schools are going to hand your kid a laptop. Ask me how I know. I specifically remember being in 6th grade in Mr. Kern's class, and he's like, by the time you guys are in high school, there's going to be a computer on every desk. And it still doesn't happen. And here we are 30, 40, 50 years later.
Every kid, she works at a Title I school, so they're very low income, and they get a good amount of funding, but still not enough. They all have tablets, all of them. Their access to things is restricted, but they have tablets. And, I mean, I don't know if she's going to go to a regular, well, I know she's not going to public school. That's not happening. Like, it's private or charter. That's basically, my sister's a teacher. And she said a long time ago, she's like, I would only recommend people send their kids to private and charter in most places. Obviously, there's exceptions. But overall, if you want, yeah, that's what will happen, I'm thinking.
If I wanted to breed my Corridoras Nanis, but don't want to bloat my Bolivian Ram, what should I feed them? I don't know that the Nanis is one you're going to be able to spawn without like a dedicated spawning tank and playing with water and water changes and things like that. They're not as easy as like a schultzi, or I wouldn't put them in like that first couple levels of difficulty, or easy, I should say. But I would do Rapashi. That's what I would try.
Bolivians, I mean, I don't know if you're referencing like heavy protein or what but Bolivians can handle quite a bit of, they're cichlids. They can handle quite a bit
How are there still people that are not?
Nisi, now she's giving them away. Instead of getting them, she's giving them.
You want to hear a fun factoid? Nisi is the only person in the world with a Steenfott Aquatics analog clock.
That's right. I knew that even. It's pretty special.
You know what I did find today is my Steenfott Aquatics shoes.
I knew you were going to say that. I found one at one point.
I know where both of them are.
Oh, wow. Both.
I have a matching set of shoes.
Yeah, I was wondering where the other one went for a long time. Cordova, my school does Chromebooks for middle school, high school. You bring your own. Yeah, that sounds right. I think everybody really has some type of a computer nowadays. We can't even keep reading all the names of people. Welcome, everyone.
That was a journey. Forget mobile gifting. Just tether the laptop and gift there.
There you go. Smart.
Whipswirl says, actually, don't gift me any memberships. I don't even want one anymore. I look good in gray.
Well, Corey's trying really hard for you, Aquarium Co-op. 10 more. 10 more.
Thank you, the
dude.
ACO guy.
Jesus. It's the best. Look at all these new people. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick. If everyone's a member, no one will be. Corridor, so far you're like the only one left.
People are just going to get defaulted. We're going to have random people. Like,
Yeah.
YouTube is just waiting for people to come into the stream at this point.
That's so funny. You guys stand on a product testing. There you go. Yeah. Yep. Oh, ouch. It's crazy. They've changed a lot, I feel like, in a very short period of time because things are weird. YouTube's weird. Can't keep up. Oh my god.
Michael Lawson.
Come on. Who's it gonna be? If Whip gets
Number
it,
2.
I'll die. I will die.
It hasn't given it out yet. There's no one
I
left.
know. Kim won. Kim is the winner. Did we hit the end?
I think Gray is an exclusive club now.
It's like an exclusive membership. What's up, Steve? Kim got it.
Fish
Yep.
Tangent. Oh my gosh. I forgot we're a fish channel. It's been so long. Is the Carry Blue Tetra only blue in dominant males?
No, they should all be blue.
Yep.
They should all have that blue sheen. The males will be very blue, but the females should be blue too. That's the advantage.
McGraw was gifted a membership.
Quick Draw McGraw. Please say that stands for Quick Draw McGraw because that's great.
It's got to.
It has to. If it doesn't, then I'm upset. I like how he's doing one at a time. This is just getting... Thank you, Aquarium Co-op, for 900 memberships. Thank you very much.
If my cap is 300, Bob's cap has to be several times that amount. Wait, there's a cap?
For what?
I don't know.
Oh.
Why would there ever be a cap? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Why?
That's like when
They're
Jim and
getting half.
Dwight's sales get capped, so they
Yeah.
make up a fictional character.
That doesn't even make sense. Like for YouTube, they're getting more money every time. So what do they?
Wait,
care?
I want to be Gray now.
Nope.
Gray's the exclusive.
Nope.
puppy.
Represent the gray. Oh, no, it's the whole thing. Gray Club name is unlucky.
Better be a really good member stream, or I'm going to be disappointed.
I know,
be
right?
prepared to be disappointed.
It's gonna suck. I hope all you guys are really excited. I know I am.
I'm pretty sure half the people being picked aren't even subs anymore. You're just picking random people off the web.
It's kind of believable. They might be. I don't know. Yep, Hanna-Barbera.
How come Cecil hasn't got one either? I'm so confused.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Lurking and stuck in the Gray Club.
Stuck in the gray. That's what a place to be.
Spike, the gamer, says, I've been hooked on Corey's ever since the owner of April's Aquarium, maybe, showed me his private tank in the back. Yes. Where he's trying to breed the Corridoras Jerryi. He told me he is the one and only owner in Canada.
Oh, is that in Canada? April's?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I've not heard of
And I
it.
think one of the only co-op sponsored retail stores.
Oh, that's
in
right.
Canada.
I was like, why does that stand out to me? Maybe
Yeah,
that's
so
why.
if you're in Canada and you want co-op stuff, you have to order it through April's Aquarium.
April. It just reminds me of Eastbound and Down.
I recognize so many of these old names. Kind of sad to see those that are no longer here.
Pour one out for my homies that aren't here anymore.
I do go back and look at the old videos just to go through the names and be like, oh, and then I'm like, are they dead? What's
no,
wrong?
I came and joined, and now they're like, no. Never mind. Just kidding.
Speaking of schultzi, there they are now. Osteogaster. Ugh. Corridoras. They will be forever Corridoras.
They're so attractive, too. I'm just so happy they're the ones that choose to go gangbusters. Because they do.
Jerryi. That's not even a common one here in the U.S.
I think there's one in AU now. Saw one the other day, too.
Yes, April's Aquarium is my go-to for aquarium co-op. There you go.
Nice. Nice. I was actually so surprised to see the amount of Canadian license plates here in Washington. I expected to see more like California. I feel like I'm all by myself.
Well, we're about an hour away from Canada and about 12 hours away
I
from
know.
California.
My cousins,
so-
everyone was so shocked when they're like, "You're like right by Canada." I was like, "Yeah, I know." It's crazy. Yeah. It's adjacent, Canadian adjacent.
I did not change my username as a sign of rebellion.
Ah. Mm-hmm. It's crazy to think that this is where I've been every Monday for the past 6 to 7 years. What's wrong with you, Curtis?
Me too, buddy.
Jesus.
What's wrong with me?
What's wrong with all you people?
Lake Missoula Aquatics and Plants. Ben Sharp says, I'm making a video on how to accept gifts tonight. Maybe YouTube will let me off groundation. So there you go.
There
if
you
you
have
guys
it.
want to know where the 3 dots are.
Where's my dots? I can't find my dots.
And it says, I have 4 inches of water in my tank and I keep a Cory catfish. Yes, unless it's like a 1 gallon, 4 inches.
Is it
What if
like
If it's like a paludarium and there's
riparium?
and there's lots of swim space, then you should be all right. Or YouTube is just annoying. I'm pretty sure YouTube is just annoying.
Great Lakes Aquatic Escape. I just separated my Salvini cichlid and my Red Devil from my South American community tank, and they are now both alone in their own tanks. Do you think they may possibly be good tank mates? I would not try that. Salvinis, I feel like there are some Salvinis and Red Devils that can be more tolerant than others, but it's just so depends. You know your fish. I don't know what their individual personalities are like, and a lot of times if you take them out of a community setting where they have a lot going on and they're distracted and you put them in a tank with each other, they might focus on each other too much. You could try it and see how they react to each other. Obviously, keep your eye on it very closely and yank them as soon as something goes wrong, if something goes wrong. But you could try it and see. I'd just be very careful.
Barbara says, are you guys moving in the summer? My Bob may faint if he's not slowly acclimated to the heat. I'll still be there wearing my hoodie. I don't care.
Yeah, he's been there in the heat. And it was April and it was like 90 degrees.
Kenny says, you are stuck with us forever, Chelsea. In 7 years, you will still be here too.
I have a feeling. Here's hoping. Fingers crossed.
Besides pepper Corys, any other Corys do well under 70 degrees? So in my opinion, there's some that do well. I've kept bronze Corys outside. We pulled them out when it was like 50 degrees out in like the daytime temperature, not even nighttime temperature. There's so many that can be kept in Corys. I would look at Corys in the southernmost region of South America, and that should give you an idea of which ones can go colder.
Remember that time I was gifted membership 4 months in a row? Good times. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Barbados. Barbados will do well in cooler water. A lot of like the coastal Corys will do well in colder water if they're found towards the coastal regions.
I'm going to get Corey a shirt for Christmas that just says the ACO guy on it.
The ACO guy.
I'm doing it.
That's going to be the next just gave the Illuminati signal there. I apologize. I was trying to make a round thing for the coin. It's going to be the next
boy.
coin.
Oh, yeah. That'd be good.
The ACO guy. 15-minute warning.
15 minutes till Whip has to leave.
Well, we do have to take a break in between streams, so
Burn.
keep that in mind. I got to take the dogs out.
I got to take myself out.
My pygmy Corys randomly appear in the most weird places. They're almost like
The butler from the movie Mr. Deeds.
You want a fresh pair of socks? Can I change your socks?
That's funny.
That is me.
That's mean, but funny, but mean.
I'm sending Whip the $5.
That's funny.
I think Whip's stance is he refuses to link his account. So even if you sent him the money, he's still not going to link his account.
That's right. Damn the man, huh?
Any fish will do. I like that name for
really
the $2
good.
super chat. Thank you.
Thank you.
I like how we start out talking about fish and we always end talking about
Yeah.
fish. But there's this big gap in the middle that's very random every week.
So not fish in the middle.
I am very, very sneaky, sir.
Oh my god.
We literally just watched that like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's funny. It's fresh in my brain. It's been a long time since I'd seen that movie. Long time.
Mm-hmm.
Another feel good. That was like one of his feel good movies. I feel like that one.
I would like to assist you with your sock change. That's my new goal, is to be large enough on YouTube that I can afford a sock guy. Change my socks.
Of all the things he wants a sock guy. All right. Sure. All
Who
right.
likes bending over and putting their socks on?
Not me. Certainly not right now. I'll tell you that much. I have trouble. Okay. I'll just keep my mouth shut. How about
Yeah,
that?
right. Do not underestimate the sneakiness.
Okay.
Ah, see, that didn't last long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Told you. She always has these threats that are just...
My veiled, empty threats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I got. I mean, I don't know what else I'd have.
Question to do with the Corey Denordine name change. Do you still call scleromastics aspidoras? I call everything the same. If they were aspidoras before, they are aspidoras now. If they were scleromastics,
Yep.
they are that still. I am not on board with the name
Word.
change, and I never will be.
No, it's pretty stupid. Don't cross the streams. Sadie will be a sock guy in about 3 years. Poor kid.
She'll at least be able to pull them off.
I think my dad used to have me do that when he got home because he's a contractor. He'd be like, help me with my boots.
Kenny says, love you guys. Good night.
Oh,
Turning in early.
That's good for you. God, I hope you can turn in early at 5:30.
Yep, see, there it is. Money isn't the issue. Google Pay wants my personal information for some reason. Like, yeah, I get it, man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there was something I was doing the other day where they wanted my email and phone number. I'm like, no, you're not getting my... What do you
Yeah.
need my phone number for? You're not going to call me, and if you do, I'm never going to answer,
Right.
because
Good luck with that.
I ain't answer my phone for no one.
Yeah, really. Mine just doesn't work, so it doesn't matter. Don't try and call me because it won't work.
Says, I ain't doing it. I'm right there with you, buddy. I get it.
I told them to get it off the dark web. Yeah, really. Good luck with that.
Family duties.
That's the thing. I get it. No sense going with the new Corey names that will just change again. Yeah, it's pretty much... They'll change their minds.
Nobody
again.
likes it.
No, no one's
Not
happy
one
about
person.
it. I've heard some people say, like, I'm okay with it, but nobody's like, yes, osteogaster.
It's terrible.
Bob is going to release a rival Ian Fuller book called No, They're All Still Corey Doris.
Ooh, I should.
That's funny. You should. Write a book.
I have enough photos of Corey's now that I probably could.
You should.
I need a book. Like every YouTuber since the
need
dawn
a
of
book.
time, except that ACO guy, is always peddling some book. And I've had people like, when are you going to write a book? You should write a book about how to set up an aquarium. You should write a book about... I'm like...
Who is going to read a book and not watch a YouTube video?
And they're like, oh, just make it an ebook for like 99 cents. I'm like...
Oh, God, an ebook.
I just can't do that.
Gag me with a spoon. If I'm reading a book, I'm cracking the spine. Like, period. Have a member stream featuring your pups. Oh, they're featured, I feel like. They're always right there. They're the ultimate lurkers. They're lurking in real life. So...
We do need a puppy cam.
Speak of the devil and he shall appear. There's one right now.
Come here. Come on.
Oh, now you've really done it. He's so finicky. Touch me, don't touch me. Touch me, don't touch me. He's going to start making noise in 2 seconds.
Oh.
I will always and forever call them corridoras. Suck it, scientists. Yeah, that's right. Whenever I hear anybody reference the scientist, I just think of Half-Baked.
Come here.
Hey, janitor. What's up, scientist?
Come on.
Oh, I knew it. He's going to start running his mouth. Ew, ew. That went right in his mouth. The time required to make a book is crazy. Yeah, my grandma's old boss, he was a psychiatrist, he wrote a book and he self-published it, and it was a whole thing. Ew, who was that? Oh, no. He'll do this for so long.
He's going to get Tachyonized in the
Oh
face.
my god. He's not gonna win. He doesn't have Tachyon on his side. Braxton. Oh my god.
Okay.
Calm down there, guy. No one reads books anymore. All the New York Times bestseller lists are the PR departments buying up all the books. I used to read so many books, and it's probably been like 2 years, 3 years since I've read a book, which is so depressing. But I used to read constantly.
Isn't it funny that these like millionaires can write a book and then all they have to do is buy 10,000 copies and they're on the bestseller? Like they just got to buy their own book.
It's not even that hard. It's like really easy. My PayPal works just fine, but YouTube forces me to go through Google Pay. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Do you know that the richest Amazon place of ornamental fish are in the Andes florist in frontier Brazil and Peru?
Peru's a cool place for fish.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Good for your wife, Curtis. A book a week. God, I should still do that. That was my problem, though. I'd buy a book and I'd finish it in like 2 hours, and I was like, this is gonna get expensive. My dad he'd always buy me books, but he would complain so much because he's like, oh my God, stop reading so fast. Like, these books are not cheap.
I look at a book a week.
You can look at a book, read a book, crack a book. What do you want, sir? Hi.
All right, everyone, we're going to call it. We got the next stream in about 10 minutes. For all the new members,
all of you except for 3.
Everyone except the Whip and Corridores will head on over there. It should automatically direct you, but we're going to take a break. We got to take the dogs out. That's why they're getting kind of rowdy. Thank you so much for everyone who gifted subs, who hung out, for calling out all the lurkers. I think we got like 100 lurkers called out today. So
creeps.
There you go.
Weirdos. Just kidding. Keep lurking.
Mods, lurkers, subscribers, y'all are great. We love you, and hope y'all have a great week. Some of you we'll see in a little bit, and some of you we'll see maybe Saturday again if we or maybe Thanksgiving. What about a Thanksgiving stream?
I'd do it.
We're not doing anything else.
No. Not really into Thanksgiving. So.
Although we are having steak instead of turkey
steak.
Because turkey is awful.
Yeah, I don't like turkey. We're doing New York's. It's better.
I am so angry. It's so hard to buy chicken where we're at now because all the chicken has been pulled and it's all turkey. Like we had to go to 3 different grocery stores before we found chicken today.
And I am a chicken snob, so I can't just buy any chicken. So it was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing. But I'll admit it.
Anyway, so yeah, maybe we'll do a Thanksgiving stream. I don't know. Corey does Thanksgiving streams every once in a while, so as long as the ACO guy is not doing like an 8-hour stream, maybe we'll do our second stream this week on Thursday. I don't know, but look out for it. Keep your notifications on, since I'm lazy and don't share ever anymore. So, yeah, that's about all I got for y'all.
That's all she wrote, folks.
That's all she wrote. Turkey is great once a year. That's still once too many.
You have to drown it in gravy, or it just isn't even.
He wants that
can't
dry.
Even swallow it.
I don't care what anyone says. Your turkey is not good.
Ooh, prime rib. That's better than turkey.
Everyone says, "Oh, you don't like turkey because you haven't had my turkey."
I know. No, turkey sucks.
it's awful.
Yeah, turkey's
it's
just
bad.
not consistently a good thing. I don't like it.
For us on Thursday, maybe you can go after me. Oh, there you go.
The ACO guy is streaming. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll set that up.
Sweet.
All right, I'll see some of you in a minute, and some of you on Thursday. It sounds like.
Later, skaters.
Later, alligator.
Turkey's
say that
awesome if you know
skater.
how to cook. Oh,
no.
Big statements.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to cook. I still don't like turkey.
You can cook the crap out of a dog turd. It's still going to taste like shite.